Hi, I'm Asa, co-owner of GameOnDaily. You may remember me from such videos as last week's TLDR, or the week before that's TLDR. Well, here's another one. With the new consoles out in people's hands, it feels like most of the industry, or at least the marketing and PR teams, are stepping back and waiting for the dust to settle, so the news has slowed up a bit. But there are definitely a few things to talk about. Let's get into it. We'll start this week with a couple of bits of news around Cyberpunk 2077. The highly anticipated game from CD Projekt Red is due for release on the 10th of December. This week we had confirmation that the game is huge in every sense of the word, shipping on 2 Blu-ray discs and with a budget that eclipses Grand Theft Auto 5's. We were also treated to our first look at the game running on consoles with gameplay from the Xbox One X and the Xbox Series X. It's worth noting that the game won't be enhanced for the Series consoles or the PlayStation 5 when it launches. What you're seeing on the Series X is the One X version running through backward compatibility. Next gen enhancements are coming after launch as a free upgrade, but so far we don't know how long we'll have to wait for those. Even so, the game looks fantastic. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is out now. Age of Calamity is set 100 years before the events of Breath of the Wild, so in terms of lore you might consider it a prequel to that game, but the gameplay is something quite different. Age of Calamity is a Musu game. If you're not sure what that means, then the video playing right now should give you some idea. Crowds of bad guys and powerful attacks to cut through them like butter. These reviews from COG Connected and Console Creatures are positive and do a great job of explaining what to expect from the game. Links in the video description. Fortnite sees updates and pop culture events all the time, but this week we got word from Polygon that it's getting an update with an unexpected feature: video chat. Epic Games have teamed up with video hangout app House Party, letting players link their Epic accounts to the app and have their video chats in-game. It's a very fitting addition while world events keep friends apart from each other. But if you're a parent of a Fortnite sprawl, then you may have some concerns, so make sure to check out your options on Epic's official announcement. Again, links are in the video description. Speaking of world events, we are approaching the end of 2020, which means it's about time for annual Games Awards. The Game Awards with Jeff Keighley are perhaps the most recognised and coveted awards in the industry today, and this week the nominations are up for people to cast their votes. The big Game of the Year category is between Animal Crossing New Horizons, Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, and The Last of Us Part 2. If you want to vote for one of those titles, or if you're more interested in the other categories that are up for grabs, then visit thegameawards.com to cast your votes. IO Interactive, developers of stealth assassination series Hitman, are set to release the third game to conclude that series in January. Now we know what they'll be turning their attention to next: Project 007. James Bond games have received an abundance of attention ever since the release of GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64, and you don't have to look far to find people already denouncing the new game as not as good as GoldenEye. So IO may start to feel the pressure on that, but we're willing to give them a chance. Details are pretty thin on the ground at the moment, but it sounds like one to watch. Lastly, a few stories have circulated this week based on our own interview with David Springate. David is the technical lead for Dirt 5, and in our interview he offered some really candid insight into the state of the next-gen console development tools. He also talked about the challenges the studio faced developing a game during a global pandemic, with little tasks like testing 120Hz modes at home throwing real spanners in the works. And there were some hints of great things still to come for Dirt 5, and loads of other topics besides. If that kind of detail piques your interest, then you can find the full interview here on our channel, and it is well worth a listen. That wraps up this episode. If you've enjoyed the video, then please hit the like button, maybe leave a little comment on the way out, and subscribe to the channel to see more of our content. We'd also love to see you over at GameOnDaily.com if you want to keep right on top of the gaming news that you care about. That's it. Have a great week and enjoy your gaming.